The Great Swiss Spice Summit. In a desperate bid to break the stalemate of the Ukraine-Russia peace talks, world leaders decided to shake things up, literally. The negotiations were whisked away to a luxury resort in the Swiss Alps, a place of pristine snow and postcard-worthy chalets, far from the gritty realities of the conflict zone. Neutral ground, they called it. But the real twist in this diplomatic recipe. The mediator wasn't a seasoned statesman or a UN official. No, it was Chef Gustave Flambe, a culinary titan known for his fiery temper, his love of scorching spices, and his tendency to turn every meal into a performance. His pitch to world leaders: if I can tame a kitchen, I can tame a war. The Ukrainian and Russian delegations arrived, clad in suits and skepticism. These were hardened negotiators, accustomed to sterile conference rooms and endless stacks of paperwork. Instead, they were greeted by the sight of Chef Gustave, his apron splattered with chili oil, standing over a bubbling pot that smelled like a weapon of mass perspiration. "Welcome, my friends," he bellowed, his voice echoing off the Alpine peaks. "Today, we negotiate with flavor. Peace begins with a full belly. Sit, eat, and let's talk." The delegates exchanged wary looks but complied, taking their seats at a grand table adorned with crystal goblets and suspiciously colorful dishes. The first course arrived, a deceptively simple soup. The Ukrainian lead negotiator took a cautious sip, only to jolt upright, eyes watering. "Is this spicy?" he sputtered, fumbling for his water glass. "Spicy?" Chef Gustave roared with laughter. "This is just a warm-up, my friend. Diplomacy, like cooking, requires a little heat to get things moving." The Russian delegate, already turning a shade of crimson, forced a diplomatic smile. "Yes, heat. Very symbolic." As the talks stumbled forward, the culinary assault intensified. Plates of blazing Thai curries, molten Mexican salsas, and peppers that could double as chemical agents arrived in relentless succession. The delegates, dripping with sweat, tried to focus on the agenda: ceasefires, troop withdrawals, border disputes, but the heat was a formidable foe. "We propose a phased withdrawal from," the Ukrainian delegate began, only to choke on a hidden habanero in his rice. "Withdrawal?" Chef Gustave interjected, oblivious to the chaos. "Like pulling a soufflé from the oven too soon. Timing, my friends, timing. Try this next dish, it's a real game changer." He slammed down a platter of ghost pepper wings, their fumes practically visible. The Russian delegate, now openly fanning himself with a dossier, attempted a counterpoint. "We could agree to a temporary ceasefire if, just as this spice overwhelms you," he continued, "war overwhelms your people. You cannot endure this heat forever, nor can they. It is time to cool things down, to find balance, to season your words with peace instead of fire." For a moment, no one spoke. The Ukrainian delegate rubbed his eyes, not from the peppers this time, but from something deeper. "You're right," he said quietly. "We've been stoking the flames too long." The Russian delegate nodded, his voice raspy but resolute. "Perhaps a cooler approach is worth trying." Chef Gustave's face broke into a wide grin. "Now that's the spirit. Let me bring you something to soothe the soul." As the talks adjourned for the day, Chef Gustave retreated to his kitchen, humming a tune as he sliced cucumbers for a refreshing salad, crisp, cool, and a stark contrast to the fiery ordeal. A small gesture, but a symbol nonetheless. Even in the hottest conflicts, there's room for a little calm, a little hope, and maybe, just maybe, a taste of peace.